Ooh, that's a problem. Alright, hold on, I'll be right back. I have no idea how much I'm praying that this internet is better and not worse. Because if it's worse, then I'm probably never streaming again. If it's better, then I'm fucking amazing. I don't know. Let's start with Sakup in Hell, even though I've already beat it. How will this run? Good first attempt. Alright, let's wait for a delayed stream to catch up and see how that runs to poop in hell. It's going pretty well. Nice. Okay, Sakup in hell was good. Let's hit up 9 circles. It's not the wave, so I don't think it'll actually be that laggy. Whatever. It looks completely fine. Alright, let's try out a Thanatos, which I think is still gonna... No, did I click that, buddy? No. A Thanatos is probably gonna lag, I'm not gonna lie. Oof. Bruh. Bro. Why? I don't know how I'm dying. Yeah, Thanatos is lagging. I want to get this wrong, bro. What? Oh, I forgot about that click. Completely reasonable that Thanatos is lagging. How about Blade of Justice? Uh-oh. What? Bruh. Well, no, I want the start pause that is low DM. Okay, I guess it doesn't exist. I want to test the UFO. Oh, I feel the lag. I feel the lag. Actually, it's not lagging for me that bad, but I feel like stream is lagging a lot. Oh my god! Stream's not lag. Wait, I need to get a longer run so it's showing this brightness for longer. Because I feel like the break is getting it to not lag. Alright. How does that look? Yeah, then it starts lagging. And then it stopped. Dude, I think we're gonna be able to play Blade of Justice. Oh my god! I'm so happy. I love Blade of Justice. And this isn't even the low detail mode version. Actually, I need to get the low detail mode version. Do I still have my start pause? Okay. Could I search up BOJLDM start pause? Will this exist? Oh, it exists! Yeah, is this the LDM that's inside the level itself? We can check by looking at the UFO. Let's go to the UFO. No. This is not what the actual level looks like, though. Therefore, we can't use it. Okay. Here's what I'm doing. Blade of Just Ice. We're taking the actual level, making a copy. Where the fuck is my copy? Taking the actual level, we're making a copy. We go into the editor. Go and edit. We're taking it. Where is it? No. We need the toggle trigger. Bang. The toggle. Edit object. No. Wait, I forget how to do this. Shit. Oh, right. Make that not touch trigger. Then it'll just activate on its own, and then that should make it low detail mode. Pretty sure. That's how it works. Okay, now we'll start placing our start pause. Says... also, I'm pretty sure this part's gonna lag the editor. Just because the editor always lags when I stream, no matter what the level is. So, unless I'm very much mistaken, this is probably lagging for you guys. Which is okay. You don't really need to see what I'm just placing start positions. Oh, I have smart start pause. I don't even need to. Right, for here you gotta place your start pause there, else it won't work. And then I usually like having multiple start positions throughout this whole UFO. So I think I want one there. Am I supposed to be flip gravity? Yeah, flip. And then I'll put one here, where I'm also supposed to be flipped. Bang. This part gets a start pause, and a start pause, and then this dual gets a start pause. By the way, I learned a lot of this level off stream, chat, so yeah. This cube only needs one start pause. The ship could get a start pause. The wave could get a start pause. I like putting a start pause in every portal. I like having a lot of start positions. And for some reason, a lot of people don't like that. I don't get it. Like, if you want to practice something specific, and it's at the end of your start pause, then you're wasting your time. Sorry. Wasting your time with other stuff. This wave only really needs one start pause. And this ship could take a start pause. Oh my god, why do I keep burping? Okay. Let's start with 97 to 100. Oh, I've activated my speed hack. The thing about making my speed hack a keybind is that when I accidentally activate it, it takes me so long to notice. They're 97 to 100 already. Making quick progress, chat. What the heck? Bruh. Bruh. Wait, I just thought of a great way to test Blade of Justice's lagginess. If I do an auto level, this will perfectly recreate what my completion will look like on stream. Less skimmy low detail. Okay. Now, this is what my completion will look like. So I can just watch over and see how laggy it gets. If it gets laggy... Oh my god, dude, fuck you. This one I have 10% on. I wonder what's gonna happen. There's no low detail mode. I'm not using that one. 10%. Is this one have low detail? Please have low detail. No low detail! There's no low detail! Okay, you know what? Whatever. Hey, Graham, so listen to the same song, play GD.com for an hour stream. Keep playing stream in the background. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be a laggier version of what my completion will look like. Bro! They're all fucking bugged at the same part! What in the heck? Okay, I can't do search recent. That doesn't help at all. Alright, let's use this one. WRNG. See, this is why I need a low detail key, because it's lagging really bad. Fine, I'll just use the star pause copy like a fucking chud, dude. Oh my god. It's so annoying. Bro, how am I missing that orb? Alright, let's check for lags on that. A hold level usually isn't bugged. But if it's a hold level, I can't pick up low detail mode and it defeats the whole purpose. That's my only issue. Wait, what? They don't exist? What do you mean there's not a single Blade of Justice hold copy? Thank you. Hold of Justice. I'm surprised there's not more. You can get low detail mode! Alright, W. This is a good test now. Guys, I'm gonna beat Blade of Justice. This attempt, watch. Oh man, I almost died a bunch of times with this ship. Oh, I'm doing a weird click pattern. Alright, now let's look for lag. It's honestly looking... Oh my god, dude! The second I look away... That's right, it's a duel. A duel won't work with hold. Fine. I'm just doing it this way. I'm just a chud, I guess. Chud maxing. Dude, this song is so good. 93. Unironically, I'm dying to 93 from 0. This part is laggy in particular. Like, this ship swoop down there. Everything else is good, just this particular ship swoop is so laggy. Yeah, you can see the lag on the stream, too. I think it's the background. Like, what bugs me is the low detail mode removes, like, 4 blocks. Like, low detail mode basically does nothing. Yo, Spike, I had a fucking epical dream last night, okay? Like, I'm not gonna lie. So, for most of my life, my dream job was to become an author. I just really like writing stories. But like, and then in middle school, I was like, okay, when I get to high school, I'm going to spend my entirety of my time, of my free time, writing my epical novel that's going to get published once I graduate. And I'm halfway through high school. I have not started the novel because I have no ideas. And then last night, my dream was actually so epically good that low-key I'm going to start the novel now because I have the idea. It's my dream. It was so fucking epical. Now, what I have realized after waking up is that my dream was kind of similar to the Amazing Digital Circus, but we don't talk about that. I'm just going to play heavily into the parts that are different, and then no one will notice, right, Spike? No one will notice if I play enough into the parts that are different. So, okay, I gotta stop dragging it. I gotta tell about this epical fucking dream. So, we start out. I'm just chilling, I guess. I don't really remember the start too well. But, oh, hold on. Fuck. Oh, let's not do that. Okay. So, we start out with, wow. It's getting really laggy, isn't it? Dude. Don't be doing that. Oh, it's lagging. Okay. Anyway. We start out with... I've lost my train of thought. No, I don't remember exactly how it starts, but I remember I end up, like, standing on the bank of a river, and there's this kid. So in this story, this will probably be, like, chapter 2 or 3, because I need setup first, but there's this redhead kid, like, fat chud kid. He looks like he would be me, I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm just chilling there. And then I start throwing some rocks and sticks into the river. Because I don't know, I was mad about something in the dream, I think. There was an earlier part of the dream I'm forgetting. But I was mad about something, throwing this stuff in the river. And I don't know why, but this kid didn't like that I was throwing this stuff into the river. He didn't like it. Then we just cut. This scene ends, alright? And I'm not going to tell you why, because the dream actually comes full circle at the end. It's fucking amazing. But right now, we need to cut away, and we don't get to know what happens in this moment. So now we're cutting. This part is definitely going to change. There's a bouncy castle in the middle of a massive ocean. I don't know why. I'm probably going to change it to something else later on, because having a bouncy castle in the middle of an ocean is kind of weird. I might make it a normal house. But, did I accidentally move my start pause? Oh, no, I didn't. I'm just doing this wave first try every time. So, I wake up in this bouncy castle, and I'm like, how the shit did I get here, right? I'm so confused. Because why am I in a bouncy castle in the middle of the ocean? And then there's other people there, too. There's probably, give or take, around 10 to 15 people in that bouncy castle in there, and we are all confused. We're like, what the hell? How are we here? Right? So we're all confused. And so we're like, we look outside the bouncy castle. And, oh, I just realized the start pause doesn't work. I definitely need the start pause. Outside this bouncy castle, right? We look out into the ocean. I say it's an ocean. It's not really an ocean. It's a big lake. And at the very end, we realize this is the lake that's near our home village. And we all are from this village. All, like, 10 to 15 of us come from the same home village. And then there's this lake. This big lake. And the bouncy castle's just smack in the middle of it. And we're like, alright, I don't know how we got here, but let's just swim back, I guess. So, we try to go to swim back, and it gets hazy from here. I'm not completely sure what happened, but I really don't know how to explain it, but there was like this stuff. This is very difficult to explain. There's this stuff that like comes in from all sides and like closes in on the bouncy castle, like really fast, like, and like the few people that went outside to try to swim first, they fucking die. Like, they get crushed by this stuff, and they're gone now. they're they're fucking dead. Like, I don't know why, but they're dead. They're gone now. They're all coming back, right? So now we're all like, don't replace the bouncy castle with fire. It's weird though. It doesn't really fit the story. Because when you find out the ultimate twist that my fucking dream had later on, you'll realize why it really shouldn't be a bouncy castle. But so then we see this stuff come in and kill these people. So now we're down to like 10 people. We're standing inside the bouncy castle, like, right, lesson learned. Don't fucking leave the bouncy castle. And I can't remember. It gets weird because I'm definitely changing this to the story because this would genuinely be a reason why it would not get published because there's a big plot hole I need to fix. But later on, somehow, we find out that there's like, so every night this stuff comes in again. So as long as we stay in the bouncy castle at night, we're fine. So I don't know why we didn't just leave in the day. That's the plot hole, is that we could have just left during the daytime and we wouldn't get hit by this stuff. So I'll have to invent some reason why we can't leave in the daytime. And then, I don't know how. This is another thing we're gonna have to fix. But we found out that sometimes, every once in a great while at night, the stuff just doesn't come. Every random once in a while, it doesn't come. So once we figure that out, we're just waiting for the night when it doesn't come, so we can leave at night and finally go back home, right? So a bunch of filler stuff, we're still just stuck in this bouncy castle. And then one fateful night, hold on, I gotta lock it. Oh my god, 97 again. Oh, that's true, Spike. I like that. Okay. So, this one fateful night comes around, the stuff doesn't come. And we're like, holy shit, we can leave, we can go, we can leave. So the second we realize it hasn't came, all of us burst out of the bouncy house. We're like, oh my god, we're finally going home. We start to swim back, and then we all split up because we all have our own families and homes to go to. Like before we ended up in this bouncy castle, we barely knew each other. We all just vaguely knew we were from the same village, and that's it. And then over the course of the book, we learned to know each other. So then, we all split up. I'm on my own now, and I'm on my way back home after like months and months to finally meet my family again and be like, oh my god, I'm finally back. So I running through the forest, and then this river from the start of the book is there. I'm running by the river, and then I see the kid from the very beginning. Remember, so this kid, the redhead, Chud, he's running next to me for some reason. I'll have to change that in the book too, because that's just weird. And then he falls, and he hits his arm or something, he starts bleeding. And I'm like, oh shit, I really want to get home, but I gotta help this kid, right? I'm not gonna be mean, I gotta help this kid. So I help him up, and I'm like, dude, are you good? I'll help you. Where are your parents? I can bring you to your parents to help you out. And so he's like, yeah, thank you. We start walking, and he's like, this is really weird. And I'm like, what? Why? And he says, because you're dead. Dun dun dun, right? Crazy twist, end of the chapter, next chapter, right? So I'm staring at her like, I'm not dead, I'm helping you right now. I've never been dead. And he's like, no, I know you're dead. Because I killed you. Dun 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 times 2! Fucking crazy. So, what happens next? Right. So I don't fully remember the conversation perfectly, what we're talking. And he explained what happened. So at the very, very start, remember? I was mad. I was throwing these rocks and sticks into the river. And then this This kid was next to me and he was watching me. He didn't like I was throwing the sticks, right? So because he didn't like that I was throwing the sticks, he fucking threw me in the river. He literally threw me in the river and killed me. And I died. And then I woke up in the bouncy house. Now, I'm definitely going to change this in the story. And make it like a sort of... I'm going to make it so I was actually doing something bad instead of just throwing rocks into the river. Because that... everyone does that. I'm going to make it so I was actually doing something bad and this kid killed me because I was actually being bad. But yeah, so I find out that I'm dead. And then, this kid, like, stops acknowledging that I'm there. And I try to get his attention again. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why'd you kill me? I was just throwing rocks into the river. And then, he runs back to his parents, and I try to get his parents' attention, and no one's listening to me. And then I realize that I truly am dead, and I'm like a ghost, and no one can see me. So, I come to terms with this, and I realize that, I don't know, waking up in the bouncy castle must have been like the end of my life. Like, this is the afterlife now in that bouncy castle. And that makes me realize that the other people who were also in the bouncy castle, they were probably dead too. So, I go back to the bouncy castle because I want to see them again. How strong is that kid? Well, I didn't realize it. I was standing on, like, the very edge of the river, and I didn't really know he was there, and he just kind of pushed me. That was it. So, like, it was a fall into the river. Like, how do I explain it? I think you understand. I just fell into the river, and I was dead. So I go back to the bouncy castle, because there's no one else I could possibly talk to other than these people who are also in the bouncy castle. And so I'm on my way back. One of the people is already there. And, yeah, we were both dead. We both had our own stories for... Well, in my dream, like, to me, throwing the rocks in the river... Dude, it was a fast river, and there was a lot of rocks. Like, big rocks in the river that it was, like, throwing me into. But, like, in the dream, like, everyone in the dream had the consensus, like, including me, that throwing rocks in the river was a bad thing. I don't know why. We just decided that. But, like, the idea of the dream is that I did something bad, and the repercussions is that I died. Right? And so that is the... Everyone who was in the... Master Water Bender. Everyone who was in... Oh, it's 11 p.m. for you because you're on vacation. I was confused for a second. Nezin is cooking right now. Yeah, I'm explaining my absolutely fucking peak dream. So, then, where was I? I go back to the bouncy castle. Everyone has their own story of how they were doing something bad, and they died because of it, because they were doing a bad thing they shouldn't have been doing, and then they ended up dying. So, we're all in this together now, just in the bouncy castle. And it's starting to become nighttime again. We've gone through our whole day cycle. So we all go inside. The stuff comes once again. And that's the dream. That was it. It ends. We're gonna be there for eternity. But at least we can set it with these people who had the same kind of results as us. And it's kind of like the idea of the book is like, don't do dumb stuff, because you genuinely could fucking die from it. And the idea... Oh, hold on. Alright, run to 100. How laggy was that run, chat? Threw like trash because no one liked... Oh! I like that, Spike. I like that. Thanks, throwing trash. So, like, another thing that I've subtly worked into that story that I bet you didn't even notice is that over the course of me being in the bouncy castle with these new friends who also did the same stuff as me, I've come kind of full circle. And then when I found that kid who fell over, instead of being a jerk like I was at the beginning of the story, just like ignoring him and throwing trash in the river, I helped him up and was gonna bring him to his parents, and I didn't even really realize. And I think in the beginning of the story, I'm gonna bring that back as a thing that happened in the very beginning too. That's why that kid is with me. So that's another reason he throws me in the river. So at the very beginning, this kid falls over. I see him and I laugh, and then I walk down to the river and start throwing trash in. So this kid is mad. Like I'm littering. I just ignored this kid when he fell over. So he pushes me in the river and I die. But then in the end of the story, when I find this kid and help him up, I'm not realizing it yet, but it's full circle. But I've grown since I was in the bouncy castle. I've become a better person, and I helped this kid up. And then he tells me why he threw me in the river. And then I just kind of come to the realization that I was being kind of a chud. This is going to be an immaculate book, I'm telling you guys. Everyone's going to buy it. #1 bestseller. And then after everyone already loves it, I can tell everyone that it came from a dream. And I can show them this dream where I first explained the dream. And Spike helped me with some ideas. And then everyone's going to subscribe to me because of this stream. That's the real reason I'm writing the book, chat. So people can subscribe to me. This is gonna be such an epical tale. We name it The Bouncy Castle. That's what we named the book. The one thing that's annoying me is that the redhead kid Chud. I know he's showed up in my dream because I saw him somewhere. And I don't freaking remember where I saw him from. Like he has a face. Oh, never mind. Yes, I do. I remembered it. I went to a summer camp a few years ago and he was there. That's about it. I thought there was gonna be a lot more lore to that, and now I'm sad that I just randomly remembered it. No, I forgot the click pattern. The bouncy cartel. The castle that bounces. I'm gonna take 30%. That's crazy. This is gonna be such a good story. I gotta change some things. Like, the stuff is very boring. I need to make it something else. I don't know what. If you have any ideas, Spike, please let me know. But there needs to be something that's forcing us to not... Oh, I just got it. What if... Okay, this is gonna sound very generic. What if there's, like, monsters out there who are just lurking around? I guess, like, water monsters that are, like, lurking around, and if you go out there, you get, like, fucking devoured by them. I just realized stream is lagging. That's fun. And now it's suddenly not. Why does it just suddenly not lag? I don't get it. Oh yeah, that's a bouncy castle. If I title that the book, you guys have the right to kill me. But like, if there's the monsters, then instead of just waiting for the random day where the monsters aren't there, we get someone to like lure them away and we have our window back. Mermaids sounds cute. The bloop! The bloop. Yeah, but if we just have a way to lure these monsters away, like, over the book, we're trying to develop a plan to get these monsters out of here, and we could go back home. And then, at the end of the book, we realized the bouncy castle was home all along. Ooh, that was tough. Nah, this is gonna be such a tough tale, chat. I'm still kind of mad at that Chud kid, though. Like, yeah, I didn't help him up when he fell down and, like, got a tiny scratch. And I also threw some trash in the river. I get it, that's not a thing you should do. But he fucking killed me! That's not on the same level. And I think, I don't know if you've watched the Amazing Digital Circus, but I think by the ending you can see where a little inspiration snuck through in that dream. Ah. It's not you. I'm lagging too. Now, when you say small lags, what do you mean by that? Because for me, it's running at 2 FPS. Yeah, but if it's a lake where the nuclear power dumps its shit, then how are we ever getting out? Because near the end of the book, near like the third act, we need a way to get out of there. Ooh, 69. I see something that can keep us at bay, but then suddenly we find a way out. And I don't want it to be like a puzzle we need to solve because I feel like that breaks the purpose of the book. Because like the idea is we did this bad stuff and we need to remain isolated in this bouncy castle forever. And the fact that we've like gotten by this stuff for this monster or whatever is a mistake. Like we weren't supposed to be able to do that. One frame every 3 seconds. I know I'm only here for the cut. No, Spike, you've actually given me ideas. I just need to think about what keeps us there. And then how do we get by this stuff at the end with like some trickery. And I'm also gonna leave some like unanswered stuff. Like, why is it a bouncy castle in the middle of the lake? Stuff like that is gonna stay unanswered. Because I don't want to rewrite this entire story. It's already really good. We just ignore this weird stuff that, everyone will enjoy it. I also think it would work better as a movie, but this is just not how you make your start as making a movie. So I need to make it a book first, and then wait. What the? And then wait for it to be so good that it gets a movie adaptation. But if I write this right, it actually could get published. Because I think this is such a good plot. It does take a lot of inspiration from the Amazing Digital Circus, but if I just tell no one that, then they probably won't notice. I'm realizing that the only reason it's lagging in the UFO is because I'm in the UFO for like a long time. So if I play from somewhere before the UFO and then get to the UFO, it doesn't really lag that much. This is what I'm seeing, at least. Also, stream's very delayed for me. Let's say some guy tries to swim away, gets pulled to the bottom, and there's like an intense amount of bubbles around the castle. The day you escape, the bubbles are gone, and you manage to swim away. I will play the main character's mom, just for no reason. You'll probably show up in like one scene ever, being the very first scene. I was thinking probably the reason that the main character gets mad. I'm still trying to determine why when you first escape, you could talk to the kid who fell over and help him up and stuff, and he reveals why you're dead. But I don't know. Why did I jump there? Because I need you to be able to talk to him at first to get the story. But I don't want you to be able to talk forever, because then you're not dead. You're not a ghost if you're a human. You're not a ghost if you can do everything that a normal person could do. I really don't like how frequently I'm dying like that. Oh my god, I keep missing that stupid green orb. I don't know how I survived for that long. I messed up like 3 clicks in a row. Oh my god. I want to practice directly the UFO, but it's gonna lag the stream. Oh. I guess it's not lagging stream that much. Ooh, the son of the maker. What if the redhead is dead too, and he just doesn't know, just like you? Yeah, but I like that. I like that idea. But one, how is he dead? And two, oh wait. Okay, new idea. This is how we're gonna unlock a lot of answers for my story too. Fix some plot holes, a lot of plot holes at the same time. So this redhead kid isn't a kid, and he's not a redhead. He's just taking that form because he's not a human. He's like some higher up deity. I don't know of what sort yet, but the idea is that, like, he came down to Earth to find, like, he came down to Earth to find the bad people and find who to send to this bouncy castle. And, his way of finding them, like, he fell in front of me and I didn't help him up, I just laughed in his face. And then I started littering, and then this not redhead kid, this ancient deity who's dressed up like a redhead kid, is like, who would I even? Like a kind of angel of death? Yeah. Kind of like the Grim Reaper. And you just took the form of the red kid, the redhead kid. Oh my god, I can't speak. The redhead kid. Yo, wait, that's the name of the book. The redhead kid. Holy peak! So at the beginning of the book, when we meet the redhead kid, they're like, oh, so that's why it's called the redhead kid. And then halfway through the book, they're like, so why is this redhead kid only been in the first chapter? It's ruining the name of the book. Then they get to like the last 2 chapters, and they're like, oh, the redhead kid, oh my god! And then they start worshipping the book. I feel like this part's gonna lag stream. Is that just me, or is that stream? I have a pretty good feeling that this is lagging stream as I speak right now. Oh, I hate that part. Let's name the book Astral Divinity. If I name it Astral Divinity, bro, that would be that would just be weird. I don't want to do that. I just realized, MJ, you don't even really know what the plot is, do you? I'll try to do a quick explanation, but it's actually pretty convoluted, honestly. A lot of the books I write end up being very confusing because I don't convey points across enough, and especially with this plot, that might happen. So I think I might need to be really careful when writing this. I could ruin my chance. So how can I explain this plot quickly? So, I haven't decided why yet, but I'm mad about something. I go into the woods just to let out my anger. I find this kid who falls over and he gets hurt. And instead of helping him, I laugh at him. Then I go to the river and start throwing trash in the river because I don't care and I'm mad. And then cut to black. That's like the prologue, right? No, I forgot what to do. I was there when you explained, I think. Oh, really? I'm pretty sure you showed up near the end. Whatever, I'm re-explaining it anyway, because I feel like it. So then, I wake up in the bouncy castle. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this part. Go. Oh, 32 to 65. Trash, not rocks. You throw rocks into this fake redhead, pushes you. This is bouncy castle. You get told why you die. Yeah, but the thing when I go to this bouncy castle, yeah, there is some stuff you missed. So I go to this bouncy castle, and I don't know why. I don't know I'm dead. I don't remember being pushed into the river. So then, it's really hard to talk and play Geometry Dash at the same time and explain stuff. I don't do this much. So then I wake up at the bouncy castle. There's like 10 to 15 other people there. And I still really haven't decided why. It's probably going to be like some sort of sea monster. But, we're in the bouncy castle in the middle of a lake that's like next to our home village. We're all from the same home village. And then we try to leave. So a few of the people go out. No, really? Okay. I want 50% for the trash. Okay. Okay, bro. What happens? Yeah, right. So some people try to leave, and then probably the monster, like, kills them. They're dead. I still haven't decided how you die after you're dead, because these people are dead too. I don't really know what that means. Or maybe I don't kill them to the monster. Maybe the monster, like, attacks them and they get hurt. So we realize the monster's bad. But no one dies, just so there's no weird plot holes of double death. So then... Oh my god. I don't know how I'm dying there. We throughout the whole book, we try to find a way to get this monster to like leave or something so we can go back home. And then when I do get back home, we all like split up. And I try to go just straight home. But I see this kid fall over and I help him up. And then he's like, after I help him up and stuff, he's like, this is weird. And I'm like, why? I'm just helping you? And he's like, you're dead. And then, yeah. You were there from there. So then I go back to this bouncy castle with my new friends who are also dead. We all have our own story for why we were being jerks or doing something stupid, and then we died because of it. You just gotta face the consequences of your actions. No! 57! Most of my made-up stories are innocent people getting brutally punished by God-like figures who made and created themselves. Okay, yes. Like, all morning, all I've been thinking about is that dream, because it's like one of my first dreams ever to have a coherent plot. And obviously there's some stuff like there's some stuff that didn't make sense that I have to fix, but there was barely any tweaks needed to make it, like, coherent. The main bad thing was that throwing rocks into a river was punishable by death. That was the main thing that was weird. Everything else was pretty good. Oh, and also, before it was a monster, it was just weird stuff. Oh my god, dude. I gotta stop dying dumbly. Gets infected and rot when the person is still alive. But they're not alive. Did I just pass the duel twice in a row? If so, freaking peak, dude. Holy lag. Ooh, that's a sad death. Bruh. Bruh. Bro, I hate this duel. Bro, oh my god. This duel sucks, bro. No, 48 to 70. Then another. That's why I said alive, because oh, I see. Everything there's illusion. Everything you do is make sense. People don't need food and water as a small detail. They simply won't remember it because everything that's going on. Yeah, like The first like 3 days they're at the bouncy castle, they're just confused. They're just trying to figure stuff out. And then by day like 4, they're like, wait, we haven't eaten anything. Because they're not real, so they don't need to. No, dude. I hate the UFO. Alright, I'm moving back. Uh-oh. This part feels like it's gonna be lagging. This part feels like it's gonna be lagging. Bro. I don't know why I died in the second half so much, because the second half is literally the easier part. Like, I literally passed all the hard parts of this cube from 0 and then died to the easier half of the cube. And that makes me sit. It still makes me bad. Bruh, I'm dead. Actually, I want to pass this one more time. Bro! Bro, I don't know why I'm dying to those blue orbs. Those blue orbs are one of the easiest parts of this cube. I need to stop singing along to the hardest part. Like, what am I doing? Actually, the duel's not the hardest part. The UFO is the hardest part, but still. Yay. Okay, don't sing along. It's so hard to not sing along, dude. That part is so good. Oh. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. Okay. Is it when a part has more than 8 objects? Oh, it's gonna be laggy. No, like, I can feel it sometimes. Like, it's lagging for me sometimes. Like, in that cube, I was feeling some lag. Okay, so it's so far, the only part that's been lagging is the UFO. And I don't want to jinx it, but I mean... Okay, this is a good run. No, dude, 51. Oh my god. Wait. Just try to remember my click pattern for these two. I think 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You gotta click that pink orb way later than you think. There we go. No, 44. Wait, I have 43 from 0. That would have been a new best. Bro, the first half of Blade of Justice is so much easier than the second half. Stream? Wait, it's not for me. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I thought so. Bro. Bruh. I need to stop dying to this ship. This ship is so easy. And I die to it so often. Bro, like, my ship feels like it's light. Like, it feels like it's going up way too much. No! Whatever, I did the ship. Oh, I have a bad start pause. I'm like, wait, what? Exactly, my toe could beat this ship? Okay, bro. What are we even talking about anymore? Oh, I always forget you have to let go there. Dude, the first, like, 8 clicks of this wave are really hard, and then suddenly it just becomes free. Okay, I usually don't struggle this much, though. What's happening? Okay, now it should be easy. Okay, I still died because I suck. Bro. Moving back to the ship. Alright, the ship I think is gonna lag because earlier when I was doing the auto versions, the ship was lagging. But I am on low detail mode, so it might not. I'm gonna hope that it doesn't. Bruh. Alright, I'm just gonna play from 0. Alright, so I do already have 43. We're gonna ignore that. Low detail mode's automatically on. Okay, good. Yeah, the ship's lagging. I knew it, dude. Unfortunate. Okay, so the ship and the UFO are the 2 parts that lag. That's tolerable. If it's only 2 parts, then that's tolerable. Wow, first try? Okay. Really, dude? You had to go and say that. You really had to go and say, really, first try? That's on me, bro. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Really? Ah. I hate this first robot, bro. Whoa. Oh, never mind. Spike, your Poltergeist video was freaking peak, bro. So you're gonna do Through the Decay next, right? No, 8. That's to be played. Just you to do like was it peaked because you no it wasn't peaked because I was mentioned. It was peaked because you had a good story. Oh my god, what is that death? Wait, no, that's crazy. How did I just die there? No, that was dumb. Took 30 seconds to write that script, really. My scripts usually take so long to write. Because I need to keep looking back at stuff. If a level took me a while, I have to look back at, like, what day was it when I got this new vest and stuff, you know? Whoa, wait, is it just me or is that ship, like, not lag at all when I went through it? Like, usually the laggy parts only lag if I'm on them for a long time, like from a start pause. So as long as if I don't, holy speaking, as long as I don't get to the ship, like, every attempt, then honestly we should be good. And same with the UFO, but I'm not getting to the UFO every attempt, so. I'll probably just practice the UFO off stream. Because the absolute worst that could happen with me practicing the UFO off stream is that I get the UFO to 100, which is totally fine with me. I could get that off stream. That could be my goal. I could just try to do that off stream today, honestly. Whoops, missed the Lodito mode. No! 14! Don't mention the days. We kind of just name them reachable record files. Yeah. Well, the Saku in Hell script took me 5 seconds because it took place over the course of 2 days. So yeah, that was nice. My hardest always take such a short time for no reason. Except for Blade of Justice and the Thanatos, because I've already been on them for ages. So unless I beat, like, Sonic Wave before them, when I reach 200 subs, which will happen in, like, a year. It's actually going to take me so long to reach 200 subs. I need to make a short about it. I might do that today. Make a short that's like, 200 subs, I will jump from Sakup in Hell to Sonic Wave. Oh, that's sad. Alright, the goal right now is to pass the wave from 0. No! Saber of righteousness, cutlass of equity. Cutlass of equity sounds so stupid. Justice for Gotham. No, I don't usually die like that. No, dude. What is that, death? Bayonet of recompense. How are you still thinking of these? Can't believe you haven't used sword yet. Sword of Coolness by Blade of Justice Remake. I don't know how you're thinking of this many synonyms for justice. I literally can't think of any. Bro, the creator of Edge of Destiny couldn't even think of one. They called it Edge of Destiny. No, dude! Sword of Fairness? Saber of Righteousness. Absolutely no one is thinking of Saber of Righteousness except you, Spike. I'm sorry. Yo, my Valentine's Day remake of Blade of Justice is gonna be called Katana of Kindness. Was that tough, chat? Bruh. No! Oh my god, just let me pass the robot. How do I have 43, bro? I can't even get to 20. Well, okay. To be honest, though, 20 to 43 is, like, auto, so... like, what are my progresses? Sheesh! I think from 12 to 43. Saber of Righteousness? Bro, I don't think I've ever said saber in my life. No! Oh my god. Lightsaber, Star Wars. Dude, I hate Star Wars. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I am not a fan of Star Wars. I watched the first movie like 3 times, the second movie once, and I've just never been able to get into it. Frankly, it just doesn't entertain me. Like, why can't I just do that from zero? Like, oh my god. No! What kind of death is 34? I've never watched a Star Wars movie. So why have you said lightsaber then? No. I'm not gonna lie, I have said lightsaber a lot, but like lightsaber and saber, like Star Wars is so popular that lightsaber is basically its own word. I'm pretty sure it has its own word in the dictionary. I would be willing to bet it has its own word in the dictionary. Yeah. Has its own word in the dictionary. Which means every time I've said lightsaber, I've been saying lightsaber, not saber. I've said saber like 8 times in my life. What do you think people have said more? Light or lightsaber? Definitely light. That's not even a question. Bro! 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 The sequel. Bro! 3. Bro! 4. Bro! 5. Bro! 6. Bro. Why did I jump there? How am I alive? You are not supposed to jump there. Dude, I hate this wave. Nezid seek help. I'm seeking a publisher, bro, for my book. Wait, I just suddenly remembered. I had another dream like a few months back that I also thought I might make into a book, and I never did. This one today is definitely way better though. I can't remember the other one too well. It was like it had something to do with a missile silo. That's about all I remember. I think it was like I found an abandoned missile silo, and then I like made like a cool camp in it. It was like my hangout spot, and then it turned out that it wasn't abandoned. cough really hurt. Oh my god. Bro, why does this have such sucky robot gameplay? Bro, that same timing is in a Thanatos too, where you get hit from a blue pad and you get hit a green orb late. Timing sucks, dude. Bro, I thought you could buffer that. No! Oh my god. No! Oh my god. No! Stop hitting that pixel, dude! No escape, saw gameplay. Eh. Not really, honestly. This has a lot more orbs than no escapes. No escapes has like edge clicking, and with the few orbs it does have, they're mostly double clicks. This is just like single click orb gameplay, and then these one block spike gaps. Dude. What am I doing, bro? Oh my god. I think I might be the first person ever to die there. Blade of Justice has such good deco and such a good song, but it has such ass gameplay. No! Oh my god. What? What are you talking about, Scotty? First of all, you did it like 8 seconds ago. Second of all, why are you spamming Kiss? Third of all, who are you? All I wanted was a kiss. You ain't getting a kiss, bro. No! Oh my god, I fucking hate that slope. Bro, you barged into my stream, and you're asking who I am. I'm gonna murder this slope. Oh my god. Scotty is not my #1 fan, bro. If anyone's my #1 fan, it's you, Spike. No. Scotty, let's test Scotty, okay? If you're my #1 fan, what was my first insane demon? We're starting off easy here, okay? This quiz is gonna get progressively harder. No, dude! I finally passed the wave and I died to the fucking ship. And it was lagging on this attempt. Why, of all attempts for it to lag, it was the singular attempt I passed the wave? Like, what are we doing anymore? Like, why? That actually makes me so mad. That makes me so mad. No spamming, please. Why was it lagging on the singular attempt I passed the wave? Literally the only attempt I passed the wave. That makes me so mad. Oh my god. What is the point of that? It must be OBS. Changing the internet did not change what levels lagged, so it must be OBS. I'm gonna try to find a new streaming software, bro. Genuinely. That makes me so mad, dude. The one attempt! Literally all day my goal has been to pass the wave, and the one time that I finally do, it's like at 1 FPS. Like, what are we doing? Fuck you. The new landscape. Thank you, Spike. No, it wasn't. Bro is not my #1 fan. still have no ideas for the tidal wave song. It's like making me mad. That tidal wave song was supposed to come out last Sunday, and I haven't even started it yet because I have no ideas. Why did I still am so flabbergasted that no one picked Grief, dude. A Grief song would have been so easy, but they had to choose tidal wave, and I have no idea, dude. What do I make a tidal wave song about? Freaking Society would have been easier than that tidal wave song. Like, I like tidal wave's song, it's peak, but like, what do I write the song about? Alright, Scotty. This one should be easy, alright? This one should be really easy. What was my first hard demon? Spike, don't answer. SG Spice butt, bro. Bro, you should be able to get this. This is a free question, okay? What was my first hard demon? No! 27?! You are not getting mod, Sonny. I don't care if you answer any of these questions right, you're not getting mod. Alright, we got 30 minutes left to stream. Let's do something else. Let's do... I don't know what we're gonna do. Reset. Ocean Wave PT. Ah. Easy. I'm not giving you mod, Scotty. Begging for mod is a one-way ticket to not getting mod. Dude, this is hard. Whatever. Wait, what? Oh, that's hard. No, okay, whatever. Silent club step boss section. No. What the heck? Why is it silent? Bro, what is the difficulty pacing of this level? Oh, it's this song. I like this song. Bro. Holy shite. Ah, I did it. Oh. Dude, what is the balancing of this level? Oh, no, you're supposed to be double speed. That's a bad transition. Oh, my transition, dude. Oh, come on. Bruh. Nope, 5. Okay, let's do a no clip run. Nope, hold on. I need to be ready. Oh, the camera's offset. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Terror. Oh, why is no clip still on? Okay. Terror. 27 in one attempt. Bruh, what is that? No, you gotta buffer the pink orb. Bro, what are these transitions? This is not how one's supposed to make their gameplay. Bro. Oh my god. Bro. Yeah, I'm done with that. He's in a regular day. Wait, wait. Whatever. Whatever. Wait, you can swag that. Wait, I could beat this. Oh, but you can't get the half speed. Wait, no. Wait. Yes, you can. Ooh, 65. You see that, chat? We can practice it, too. Alright, let's do no clip. I don't know how you pass the... Oh, shite. Do you just not click the blue orb? Oh, you could just not click the blue orb. Wait, chat, I got this. Actually, let's do it the normal way. Oh, I could do this the normal way. I don't know why I went up there, but we did it. Yay! Verify Sinker, please. What is Sinker? Beat buffer nerf. Easy! Super by Tia by Uncle 12345. Bruh. Bruh. Yeah! Generation Retro fix. I don't think that's Generation Retro. Challenge. Ah. Oh, we could beat this. Dude, I'm straight fly carried. Let's go. Oh, if I die there, I'm gonna be mad. Why is there 2 start pauses at the straight fly? Uh-oh. I hate Spider. Wait, can I just... Oh, I can't. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, I hate Spider. What the hell? Oh, so that's why there's 2 ship start positions. Dude, the worst thing is that this is the only hard part. Like, everything else is easy. Oh, never mind. There's more gameplay. That was good. Sinker is just like a medium demon you made. Okay, nice. I'm good. No. Yo, what the heck? Where did this come from? This level was so easy. No. Oh, this sucks. I feel like I could beat this. The main hurdle is that weird wave. Oh, how wave carried is this person? He's more wave carried than me. And I beat Suck Him in Hell in 2 days as a new hardest. Oh. Alright. Chat, I'm gonna end stream.